everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video we are going to work on month ahead. I actually have two stuffings of month ahead, so we are going to work on the first one first. We'll take the money out though, and we have $80, and this is actually before I calculated to account for taking out the retirement envelope in this binder. So in my month ahead, I work in the snowball method. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. I have 11 categories. I start out with the first envelope getting $10, and each additional envelope will get 5. Once the current envelope that we're working on reaches its total amount, the next amount will roll over into the next envelopes. So we are going to start with subscriptions, which is my first envelope. So it will get 10. Utilities will get 5. Electric will get 5. Groceries will get 5. Gas will get 5. Car insurance and renter's insurance will both get 5. Spending will get 5. Cell phone will get 5. Emergency will get 5. And rent will get 5. That funds all of the envelopes that I have. As we look into the binder, we have already completed some envelopes. Subscriptions is fully funded for the second month because we're working on month 2, and I actually need to cross this out because I had started working on month 3, but I decided to not do month 3 and work on just the second month, so that each envelope will get the same amount. So subscriptions is fully funded for the second month. Utilities is fully funded. Electric is fully funded. Groceries is fully funded. Gas is fully funded. Car insurance and renter's insurance is fully funded. Nope. Car insurance is not fully funded, but renter's insurance is. So I guess we are currently working on car insurance. So we are working on month 2, and we have $145 in the car insurance envelope as of right now. So it will actually get all of the monies from the previous envelopes, but according to my tracker, which it says it has $145, I only need $5 more to fully fund car insurance. So we are actually going to do that. We're going to add the $5. That will bring us to $150, and that will fully fund car insurance. So now we have 50, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, and 50. So we do have the $150 to fully fund car insurance. I'm just going to mark here month 3 so that I know that car insurance is fully funded. So now that car insurance is fully funded, renter's insurance is fully funded as well. So we're going to move on to spending. Because all the other envelopes are fully funded, they are going to get all the money that would have gone into those envelopes. So that is going to be 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and 35. And it will also get its regular 5. So we actually have $40 going into spending. In spending right now, we have $80. So we are going to add, let's say 40. We are going to add $40, and that's going to bring us to 120. Let's make sure. Let's see, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, and 40. So that is going to bring us to 120. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 5, 10, 15, and 120. This is why I love the snowball method, because once you fully fund one envelope, that money boils over into the next envelope. So then we have cell phone, and cell phone is getting 5, and that is going to bring cell phone to 85. 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, and 85. Then we have emergency, and I think I took some other money from that was left over, and I think I was going to add it to, but I didn't. I was going to add it to bring emergency up to the amount that the other envelopes have, but I will be making that up. So now in emergency, I added 5. So in emergency, we now have 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 46, 51. We have 51 in emergency. And then we have rent is getting 5. And rent this will bring rent to 85. So we have 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, and 85. Ooh, you guys, I need trackers. All right, so we had some monies left over. All right, so looks like we had 10, 15, and $20 left over. So we are actually going to add that to emergency. No, that's not. Yeah, we're going to add that to emergency. And that is 10, 15, and 20. And that is going to bring emergency to 71. So 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, and 71. And we also had some extra money that I forget where it come from now, but I think it was part of my budget when I budgeted, but it turned out that I had more money, so I had $23 extra. So I decided to add it to month ahead. So we are going to add the $3 to emergency. Actually, we're going to add 13. Let's see. 71 plus 13. That will be 84. So we're going to add 13 to emergency, and that's going to make it have $84. We're going to put this 10 in, and we're going to take this 10 out, and we're going to add the 1. So now we have 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84. So I will find $1 to make it 85, and it will be on track with the rest of the envelopes. Alright, so now we have an extra $10, and what I'm going to do with that is I am going to first let's do the second stuffing that we have. And in this stuffing we're on track now. We have $60. So 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, and 60. Alright, so we are back to the beginning again. So subscriptions will get 10. Utilities will get 5. Electric will get 5. Groceries will get 5. Gas will get 5. Nothing is going to go in here because well, actually it is. Let's see if I actually did this right. So car insurance and renter's insurance. Spending will get 5. Cell phone will get 5. Emergency will get 5, and rent will get 5. So I actually counted it right. So we were going to take out our fully funded envelopes. So that's subscriptions, utilities, electric, groceries, gas, car insurance and renter's insurance. And we are now on spending. Alright, so now that is going to make spending get all of this extra money. And if you remember by the last stuffing, we were up to $120. So we only need to add $30 to fund spending. So we're going to take 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. So we have 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. And we are going to fund spending. So spending, what did I say it was? Get 30. That will bring spending to 150, which will fully fund it. So we have 10, 20, 30. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, and 150. So we now have spending fully funded. I'm going to write on here month ahead 3, so I know that I'm going to be starting on month 3. Alright, so now we're working on cell phone, and cell phone is going to get all the leftover money. which turns out to be $15. So it's actually, cell phone is going to get $20. It's going to get 20, and that will make cell phone have $105. So we have 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 105. Once you get a few envelopes fully funded and the money rolls over, it moves along really quick. All right, so we're going to go to emergency. Emergency is getting 5, and I'm actually going to take $1 from my stash over here, and I'm going to add in $6, and that is going to put emergency at $90. So we have 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, and 90. So now emergency envelope is on track with all the rest. And now we have, lastly, we have rent. And there is no more room. I'll write it here. I'm gonna add 5, and that's gonna bring rent to $90. We have 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, and 90. Alright, so now what I'm going to do, since I have this last $10, I'm actually going to add it in our next envelope, which is cell phone. I'm going to add $10, and that is going to make cell phone have $115. 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 5, 10, and 15. You guys, month ahead is my most favorite way to save. And doing it in the snowball method, it makes it so fun. Watching the money roll over and the envelopes fill is so satisfying. Alright, you guys, that is it for this video. I want to thank you all for stopping by, and I will see you in the next one.